A federal grand jury in Alabama recently indicted the Southern Poverty Law Center on charges that include 6 counts of wire fraud, 4 counts of bank fraud, and conspiracy to commit money laundering. The Department of Justice alleges that the civil rights organization funneled money to racist groups they are opposed to in order to enhance their fundraising ability.
Pablo, Pablo, Pablo el molinero.
The whole issue of race relations in the United States is extraordinarily complicated. I'll concede up front that I cannot make an argument about the situation that is immune from legitimate criticism. I don't believe that it's possible to do so, no matter what your position may be. My hope would be that everyone aspires to be fair and to seek justice. But for the most part, it is simply impossible to stand in someone else's shoes, to understand what justice means and perhaps especially what injustice means to others. As uncomfortable as it may be, for me anyway, I don't see any way to avoid the issue without going into some white-black history. I'll address other races later, but for now let's begin with that. In school, we were taught about slavery. It was never referred to as anything but evil. I'll expand on the reality of slavery further on in the discussion, but I believe that most reasonable people will readily acknowledge that slavery in the United States led to inequities which persist to this day. The most obvious consequence of this inequity is poverty. There are layers of issue related to black poverty: lack of opportunity, prejudices, and historical legal barriers, on and on. But basically, we are talking about poor people in situations that are difficult to overcome. If everyone were wealthy, I doubt we would be having this discussion at all. What is up for discussion is how we deal with that reality, what is fair, and especially what will truly resolve the problem. I am unable to answer those questions. Of course, I have some thoughts about it, but let's back off from race as the issue for a moment and talk about poverty overall. Here are some statistics. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, about 8.4 million black people live below the poverty line. That represents 18.4% of the black population. Around 19.5 million white people live in poverty, but that only represents about 7.6% of the white population. For Latinos, the numbers are 10.3 million and 15%. File that information away for future reference and join me in my next video for more on the subject. This is Pablo el Molinero.